Hi, I'm Taniya. On April 28th, my boyfriend of 3 years proposed. It was pretty exciting, and obviously, the normal fanfare followed. My mother called all of my family, I called all of my friends. It was mayhem, but it was exactly what I wanted. I've been planning my wedding since I was old enough to know what one was. So now I'm planning what I think is the most extravagant, classiest, Great Gatsby themed wedding I could think of. I want there to be a red carpet and fireworks and flowers everywhere. Everything that you can think to make a Great Gatsby wedding absolutely perfect. Or at least I thought I did, until I saw that costofwedding.com projected that the average American wedding cost $26,000. So I decided I had to take what money I had and get organized. A popular site called the knot.com helps brides get organized by giving them a to-do list and a budget tracker. You can fill out your site and customize it exactly to your taste and your liking. He's a Marine and I'm an intern, so most of this money that we have is coming from my super traditional family. So I put this money into my budget tracker and it showed me exactly how much I had to allocate where. I'm going to show you one of the ways I use my budget tracker to cut costs, but first, I got kind of lucky because I have an older sister who's planning a wedding at the exact same time that I am. So I asked her what a couple of her money saving tips are, and she told me that the best thing that I can do for myself is to stay on theme. A lot of times, couples want to add personal touches to their wedding. I'm really obsessed with Transformers, but since I'm planning a wedding and it's 1920s themed, and the color scheme is extremely specific and the theme is even more recognizable, it'll probably be really confusing when there's a bunch of Bumblebee figurines on my tables. And even worse than that, they're a waste of money because they're unnecessary and they don't match. So, the DIYbride.com suggests that you make your entire wedding a personal touch by doing it yourself. I stopped by a couple local stores by my mom's house, and since they aren't already targeted to weddings, that's going to save me a whole bunch of money. Willing to put the work in, DIY crafts can save you a whole bunch of money in your wedding. I found these awesome vases. I'm going to use the $4.99 ones and the $3.19 ones just so I have some variety. I bought this spray paint from Walmart and it was only $3. Then I found this diamond and pearl mix to fill my vases with. Then I got kind of super creative and I bought this pack of water beads. Flowers were 80% off, especially since they're in the off season, and now I get to test run what my centerpiece is going to look like. The first thing I did was soak my water beads in water overnight. These things were kind of awesome because they got big enough to fill up 2 pots, so I might only need 2 packets of them. I moved on to spray painting my vases, just to make them a little bit more interesting. I wrapped them in tape and newspaper. Then I filled it to make a kind of a cool pattern on it. And I went nuts with the spray paint. I bought both a glossy paint and kind of a matte paint. Then I took my water beads and I filled it with my jewel mix. Next I filled my vases, and look, you can't even tell that those water beads are in there, so I just saved myself a whole bunch of money. These are some of my finished products. The Knot.com estimated that I would need at least $400 to make my centerpieces, so let's see how I added up. The spray paint cost me just under $4, and I'm going to buy 3 cans just to make sure I have enough, so that's $11. If I only use the cheapest vase, 12 of them is going to cost me $38. Filling my vases could have cost me $359, but since I used the water beads, I cut that cost to $119. So in total, the paint, the vases, and the filler cost me $169. That's $230 in savings from what the Knot estimated that I would need. So I really hope that these tips helped you, but all in all, when planning your wedding, remember to have a blast.